Hello friends, today in The Sims I want to do a little tiny home challenge. So what we're going to do is build a micro home which is only 32 tiles using only the Cozy Kitsch kit and tiny living, except we have to try to fit in every single item from the Cozy Kitsch kit into the 32 tile home. Some of the kits are easier to do this with because they have smaller clutter items, but almost all of the items in Cozy Kitsch are a little bit larger. So I think this one might actually be really challenging and debatably not even possible, but let's give it a try and hop into this video. We're gonna build in Willow Creek since we don't have a world to build in. I'm thinking we'll go with something like this. We won't be able to raise it up on the platform, but I'm thinking a big front porch where we maybe could fit in some furniture might be a good thing to have, and a way for us to like have tiles without actually using up the tile space in the house. This one is gonna be a pretty simple shape. This is it. This is all we have to work with. It's worse than I thought. We can't actually put this down like this without it being tiles. So what we'll do is just find a stone to use, or even a wood to use could be good. Maybe something like that is nice. We can put this on a one high foundation just to separate it a little bit. Also, we're definitely not doing medium wall height. I'm thinking for the exterior, this is kind of what we're going with as far as the roof line goes. And that does give us some nice area out here. And I think if we fence that in, it'll make it make a little bit more sense. I think we'll use this fence instead. I do think I'm going to be using a lot of the new base game stuff. I just really like it. I think it looks really nice. So it's kind of hard to not use the new base game stuff. We might have to change the window layout once we actually get inside the build, but for now, this will work. And I think maybe we're going to want a backyard space, so we might have it open up to the backyard somewhere. I like the placement of that here. I just don't know inside if that's going to work. Since we're doing a Cozy Kitsch build, I'm kind of thinking we go yellow on the outside. Yellow is just so cute and happy and fun. And I don't doubt that we'll end up with at least like a little bit of yellow on the inside of this build. I think once we get a nice roof trim everywhere and change the roof texture, this will be looking pretty nice so far. Every time I do a yellow build, this like brown color on the roof calls to me. I don't know what it is about it. I just think it pairs so well with the yellow. Also, what light's better here? I hate to say it, but I think the morning light is best in the front. Well, let's think about a floor plan. We need a little bathroom. I'm kind of considering just like a little 4-tile bathroom right here. I think that actually works well with the floor plan that we have. Now for the difficult part. There's 27 items in this kit for starters. The light switch isn't going to be a hard thing for us to place, so I might go ahead and drop that down. This door is actually going to have to be in the corner for this to function. We can get a light switch there and then maybe another one over here by the door. We'll change colors, no worries there, but I'm just going to get that out of the way. And then let's just in the backyard place down everything that we're going to need to place, and we'll just drag and drop it from there to make sure all the items get included. The biggest issue with this one is going to be that it comes with a full living room set, and usually you end up with a couch like this in a tiny build. I don't know how we're going to fit all of this. Truly, I'm so unsure. Some of it's going to be easy, like the shelf, the light switch, like this little clutter. The pictures are going to be easy to place, I think. We'll have to change out our lights. Obviously, we won't use all 3 of these, so 25 items is what we have to place, but we will use the one for short wall height. We also have radio and book clutter, and then I feel like we have to use all 3 of these because they are all separate items. And that all has to fit in here. We've definitely bit off more than we can chew on this build, I fear, friends. Well, this can go maybe like right here, because I'm thinking, oh, and we're gonna have to have a bed because they have to sleep. The sim is gonna need somewhere to sleep. Oh my God. How am I supposed to fit all of this? I feel like at best, they're gonna get a solo bed. Maybe a solo bed in the corner. Maybe I'll try to use base game just in case you don't have tiny living and you still want this. The only thing tiny living about this one is going to be the fact that it is a micro home. I'm going to just toss that down for the moment. I don't want to close this off, but what I am thinking we could do is make a little curtain area so we can grab these. We're going to change colors and stuff, so no worries there. I think your Sims can walk past this. We will have to test it though. And then I'm gonna take this base game shelf in white and we're gonna put it above the curtain to make it look like a seamless curtain. And then we can delete these walls. So it'll be kind of like that. And your Sims, like I said, should be able to get in there still. And maybe that gives us a bit more separation. I feel pretty confident this kitchen is only gonna be able to have a kitchenette. I don't even know where I'm gonna put that. So kitchenette in this corner. I feel pretty confident the dining table is gonna go out on the front patio. So we can put that there like that. Maybe we'll do some kind of skill building item over on this side. I hate this. This is not good at all. I think like having a separated out bedroom is just taking up too much space. It would debatably make more sense to put the kitchenette in there. Actually, if we do the kitchen in here, we could have a full kitchen because then I could have a stove here. So that could potentially be a better spot for everything. And then that gives us space to do the living room like in this corner. We're gonna have to size this rug down because it's gonna have to be scooched in a little bit. It's not gonna be able to have all the space that it could possibly want. We can put this chair in this corner. I think we can fit the coffee table. Okay, yeah, we can. I'm not 100% if they can get in this chair, but maybe if we turn it a little bit less. And then the faux fireplace can go right here. And then this window is just gonna have to scooch. I think that's okay. That still doesn't help us with the bed though. This might be one of those builds where we do an outdoor kitchen. Is this cheating? A little. Okay, I won't deny, but it is a functional build by all technical means. Some easy clutter. We've got the pictures on the wall. I tucked the lamp behind the chair over here. We're gonna center this with our living room space. I feel like maybe even the candles can go here and maybe this can go here. I've got the apples outside. I put the stereo in the fireplace. I feel like this little wall art can go in our bedroom zone. Maybe we can do some cute clutter here on these shelves. We'll use this stool as a nightstand for the bed. We can put the books on the stool. And then where does this go? I can fit the long one here easily. Maybe these ones we could squeeze in at the end of the bed because they kind of make their own little cabinet, you know? I just don't know if they will squeeze. If I scooch the bed like up against the wall a little bit, they do squeeze. You know what? It's not bad. It is bad right now. The colors are a lot to take in. We're gonna fix all that, I promise. But on first glance, I am liking the way that this is looking. Do I need a fridge? That's a serious question. I could maybe squeeze like the fridge and microwave over here. I most certainly will have to bring a tester sim in here. I am gonna turn these just so they're a little more out of the way of the door and we can decorate this a tad bit better. We'll grab the cute welcome mat out front. I do have some lights out here, so it should be well lit at least here at nighttime. So this will kind of be an extension of your Sims house, which is maybe once again a little bit cheaty on our challenge that we're doing, but we can say that we failed if we need to. I just want to make this cute now. Let's think about color scheme. I think maybe we pick a rug and then we go from there. Since the outside's yellow, maybe yellow and orange is the way to go. We can kind of do like a yellow orange cream. I like that. I think that could be cute. And they even have like a little bit of baby pink that we could put in here and there. Like maybe we use baby pink as our neutral. We can do the lights that color. For this wall art, we can go with this one that kind of has the similar color schemes. Maybe even instead of cream, we do the baby pink. It's kind of cute. I kind of like it. I'm thinking since this is outdoors over here, maybe we put the candles on the table and we put the apples on the coffee table. That may be a bit of a weird decision, but maybe these are like the citronella candles that keep bugs away. And then for the chairs, let's go with maybe a combination of the yellow and the baby pinks. Love that. Oh my God, I didn't fit in the ottoman. Maybe the ottoman we can just put here like at the end of the bed. I don't know if they can get past that. I also don't know if I can keep this bed. I don't think there's any that are particularly the color scheme that I have. Maybe I should have picked this bed first because the neutral is not gonna work. New bed. Hate to say it, but I think this might be our best bed option. It's ugly, but at least it's baby pink. I say let's make this set yellow right here to pull the yellow over to this side, and maybe this ottoman can be the orangey one. And I think we'll keep this like actually kind of neutral. The bookshelf can be the cute pink. And then maybe we get two of these. I do like them as pairs because they've got like this one that is exactly our color scheme, and then maybe we do this one alongside it. I like the idea of this maybe being like a baby pink as well over in this corner. I'll turn it down a little bit because I don't want it to radiate too much. What the heck colors do I make these walls now? What if we like just did a baby yellow color? It's kind of cute. I know it's simple, but I think it works. I'll make our fridge over here baby pink, and then I'm leaning towards leaving this the orangey color. I say let's grab these really simple curtains. There's a lot of color in this house, so I feel like maybe this is an area in which we need to dial it back a little bit. I think I might want to go ahead and bring a tester sim here because I don't think they can get out this door. Maybe if I scoot this over just a smidge, they can. Let's bring someone. Okay, she was able to get through. She can get in here, but she can't sit in this corner chair. I think I'm okay with that, honestly. Oh my gosh, not the welcome wagon. I don't know what about this chair is unsittable. It seems like it wouldn't be a problem, but I'll scooch it out some. Everything else works though, so I'm kind of happy with that. So now I can clutter up these shelves a little bit here. Okay, I think that is a nice enough clutter right there. I'd maybe like a small rug over in this corner, although I'm not sure what to do. Maybe even just like a little white rug here, kind of halfway under the bed might be nice, just to kind of make this space feel a little like its own. For the bathroom, I feel like I've got to go with these new yellow tiles. They just are kind of screaming to go in this house. I feel like these base game tiles are my new favorites by far. Out of any of the other tiles and any of the other packs, I am obsessed with them. This layout is bad. Uh-oh. Okay, I think we're fine. I can do it this way where we put the shower in this corner facing this direction. And then we'll get a toilet and we just have to shove the toilet over as much as possible. As long as your Sims have a half tile here, they can walk through. We can get our sink right here. And I think this is gonna be our little teeny tiny bathroom space all done. Oh, I do need to change the color of the light switches. Let's make this one yellow, of course. And then this one, maybe we'll make it the little creamy color. I think that's perfect. I'm gonna just test and make sure everything's working and that she can get outside. Okay, perfect. And then I say, let's go ahead and start landscaping and kind of figuring out some of the Viner Tune details. I think we'll get this nice pathway here. It kind of matches the front stone, not perfectly, but close enough. And then I think I do want a backyard space. We have a lot of room and this poor Sim has such a squishy little home. I feel like they deserve some space in the backyard. I think since we used a lot of like yellow and orange on the inside, I'm gonna carry that out into the landscaping a little bit. In the backyard, I think let's pave most of it in. We can even frame it in pretty nicely with these hedges just to make it have a little bit more greenery. I'll add our trash cans right here in this corner. I think I'm gonna frame the whole thing in with just a little low-lying fence just to make it feel a little bit more structured, maybe would be the right word. And then out here, I feel like it would be nice to have some kind of skill building item because we really didn't put any entertainment in the house other than books. What do we think? Maybe we can add in a nice little telescope in this corner. Maybe a little woodworking. And then other than that, maybe we'll just get like a nice little patio table for them to come sit under. And then for this corner, maybe we'll just grab some garden pots so we'll have something. So that's 3 different skills that they can do out here, which I think is nice. And then obviously, if you decide you want to play on this lot, change it to whatever it is that your Sim might need to do. I think now it's terrain paint time. I'll do a final little test to make sure that everything works as intended because I haven't like tested out the grill and stuff yet. I just wanted to make sure she could get around the house. I kind of want a window here on the top. I didn't really think about that. Maybe we'll put this one. I just want it to be like the teeniest bit smaller, like just like microscopically smaller. I don't think, oh, that is huge. I don't think I want a circle one was what I was gonna say. We could use this square one. I don't think that adds anything, unfortunately. It's like they have this circle one, but it looks so crusty compared to the other windows and doors that we use. So maybe we just leave that blank up top. She grilled hot dogs and she set them down somewhere, but I don't know where. Maybe she glitched. Maybe she didn't set them down anywhere. Can we try that again? Okay, we're grilling. Okay, must have glitched. How about you grab a serving? And she can sit. I wonder if she can like sit in these chairs or if they're useless. Yeah, they're kind of useless, but the first 2 chairs aren't. So that's debatably bad. Okay. Can you like get stuff out of this fridge? Oh, let's see if we can do a microwave meal. Can you make some chicken nugs? She can make some chicken nugs. And then let's just test out our bathroom. And then I think that's going to be everything that we need to test. Okay, I think we're good to go. I don't think it was completely unsuccessful. The only thing we really didn't fit was the dining table. And to be quite frank, we could have fit the dining table if there wasn't need for a bed. But since the house had to be functional, the dining table obviously had to move. I am wondering if it might be better to turn this again though, so all the chairs are accessible. I just don't love how it looks from the front, so I'm not gonna do that. But if you want all the chairs to be accessible, that's all you have to do to change it. The last thing I want to do is I didn't add any night lights back here, so let's put some night lights out here. Not night lights, outdoor lights. What am I saying today? Okay, it's well lit back there now, and I think that was the last thing that we needed to do. I've got that house on the gallery for you now. If you're interested, it does only use the Cozy Kitsch kit on the inside, but obviously if you have tiny living, then you can live in a micro home, which has a lot of great benefits, I might add. I hope you guys enjoyed this build and this little micro home challenge. Let me know if you want to see more like this in the comments below. If you made it this far in the video, comment your favorite kit down below. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have the best rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!